Klopp, Conte, Jose
are the only ones to win a league against Pep.
That's not Pep ball. So clearly we've seen that if you want to overcome this poison, you have to find the antidote.
Ways.
The antidote. So why is everyone trying to use the same poison to kill themselves?
There we go. Arteta said just last week, I'd rather get... I don't want the pats on my back no more about, you boys are moving in the right direction. This is the type of reaction he wants from City. He said, this is why I do this. And it's a fact. He's doing it a different way. City are coming out and saying, blah, blah, blah. They play the wrong way. We're the ones that are always trying to play. Yeah. It doesn't matter. They don't want pat on the back, lose. And then man are saying, Jack Grealish is pulling Zinchenko's ear. I know it's a you know. Nah, bruv. You know what I mean? Rattle these guys. Try and actually impact the game. And as you said, in-game management is important. You can't just have an idea and not change it. It doesn't make sense to me, bro. In-game is important.
Yeah,
but it is what it is, man. That's just the way the game's gone, innit?
Arsenal, speaking of Arsenal, drama for them.
Last minute heroics.
Fans would say that Arteta coached us a 5-0. Ended up 4-2. Saka's got... he's the first player in the Premier League to have consecutive assists in 6 opening fixtures now. 7 goal contributions so far. They got 2 goals. Saka. They got 2 goals in the 90th and above minutes. One was a corner. One was a corner.
Yeah, the corners, man.
Arsenal's man. I'll say it. I've said it before. Arsenal's mentality.
You're gonna join it when you.
I'm not. I'm never.
Remember, scores one. You're gonna be there.
You almost scored from a corner today.
No, they did score from a corner.
No, but it wasn't direct.
It doesn't need to be direct though. It doesn't need to be direct.
True.
Doesn't be direct.
You got a taste.
Whoa.
Give it a couple weeks. Get a couple more.
A taste of a corner is insane. It's insane.
Out of pocket.
It's insane. But Arsenal's mentality now is different. Like I think that people just need to stop talking on Arsenal's name. That Leicester goalkeeper tried everything within his power.
Mads Hermansen.
To ruin it. Tried to ruin the party.
Did his Viking blood very proud. Oh. They're smiling down.
I think it was like 13 saves. 13 saves.
What was it? Did he break De Gea's record?
I don't know. I think it's the most since the De Gea masterclass.
Would have
I don't know if
surprised
it's broken
me,
De Gea's
to be
record.
fair.
De Gea's record was probably like a madness. But there's something I want you to speak on. A young player that you've been propping up for a while. Ethan Nwaneri. I saw one of your tweets saying that he needs to start playing. We mentioned the Odegaard thing a few weeks ago. People are like, whoa.
Yeah.
Obviously, Odegaard's art now. It's almost like you spoke into existence. Tell me about it. Does he need to be playing now?
Start. Arsenal, for me,
PSG?
listen, start him wherever. It's not. There's no such thing as like these guys they're not ready, bro. When you're a big talent, you're ready for anything. You're gonna get thrown into the deep end. All these young talents that we talk about as amazing players, they got thrown in. They didn't have to bed in Yamal.
Yeah.
They didn't have to bed in Mbappe. They didn't have to bed in Musiala. But get them guys on the pitch. And then you can get these guys. You guys are going to say, oh, he's not a Yamal talent. He's not an Mbappe talent. How are we going to know unless they can play? How are we going to know?
Sink or swim.
How are we going to know, bro?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Look at the way we were just talking. Oh, Cole Palmer was getting bedded and... Bro, he didn't get to show what he can do now, can he? Because when he just thrown in, he's got his club and he's doing what he can do. Doesn't matter if he's 17 years old. If you're a big enough talent, if you're good, what do they say? If you're good enough, you're old enough.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Look how good he is on the ball. Look how composed he is. Look at his IQ. Look at his intelligence. Do you know what I mean? He came on, he's making little impacts in every game he's coming on. He's technically above his whole team. Can we get that right, fam? Let's have it right.
Yeah.
He's on the par with Odegaard. Who else is
I was going to say, Trossard's been playing in
unbelievable?
midfield. He hasn't looked natural in that midfield.
He's a better footballer than 99% of Arsenal's team.
Yeah.
And because he's 17 years old, he shouldn't play. That's nonsense to me. You know, I've gone to Arsenal Youth Cup games a few times, and I saw him 2 seasons ago, and you could see he wasn't physically ready. And this was the season that Arteta gave him his little debut. They wanted him to sign a contract, whatever.
Yeah.
He didn't look physically ready. You're like, nah, he's not ready physically. Now you look at him, he looks physically ready. He can bump with anybody. Not anybody, but he can bump. He can play at Premier League speed.
Yeah.
The guy's a mad talent. What are we waiting for? Start the guy, bro. Arsenal, especially while Odegaard is not around, you need some creativity. You might need some goals from midfield. Bro, Trossard's not a midfielder. It's centre mid anyway.
Good
Havertz,
goal,
it's not a good option for me in
Yeah.
the centre of midfield. He should be playing 9. I think Ethan Nwaneri should be straight into the team,
It's a
bro.
different profile to the rest of what's in there as well.
Yeah. Look at what was his name? Miley.
Lewis Miley.
Lewis Miley
He
came in.
cuts Chelsea one game.
Lewis Miley came in. He hacked it, played in some big games. Kobe Mainu got thrown in. He played.
Bergval came on today, got the corner. You know what I'm saying? Listen,
Nah, but
everybody's getting involved. All the
real
youngsters
though,
there, man.
Bro, when you're a special talent, it doesn't matter. And listen, Nwaneri, serious talent.
No,
Speaking of talents,
I was
one that obviously maybe a few years ago they were talking about like that, Martinelli scoring his first goal since March, I believe.
Yeah,
Actually got a goal and assist, if I'm not mistaken. So I think Arsenal fans will be a little bit upset if we don't touch on that.
Yeah. As I say, speak on Timber and Calafiori. Ben White's in trouble. We'll get to that.
What I was going to say, Calafiori. I was just double checking it. Yeah, he picked up apparently an ACL injury potentially yesterday.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
What?
They're saying here the lack
What
of
source is
footage
this?
makes this hard to. Well, right now I'm actually reading Arsenal Insider. It says the lack of footage makes this hard to analyze as this was the last play of the game. Let's hope it's only minor. They say recovery time if it's an MCL will be 2 to 10 weeks. If it's a meniscus, it could be 4 to 8 weeks. If it's a bone bruising, it could be less than a week. So they're examining it, obviously, but he picked up a knock basically at the end of the game.
No, ACL might be a bit of
We
dramatic.
would have seen that everywhere. I'm seeing a few things here, but we'll see. But I mean,
Good
you
game from him,
mentioned
though.
you mentioned Martinelli. I think that Arsenal fans are probably still a bit jaded because it's like, listen, just because you peeked your head around the corner doesn't mean that you've actually turned the corner.
No, but it's one of those,
two games now, showing some sort of vitality.
life.
You got to be happy with that. It's
Yeah.
right. It's better than he shows something than nothing. Especially with what Arsenal are trying to achieve this season. You need everyone at the
And
races.
that's what I was going to say. It's like, listen, I've never been really the biggest Martinelli fan, but you need all your attackers to really turn up
Facts.
if you're going to make a big push for this season. And one of the big things that I felt like let them down last season was his kind of complete disappearance of form.
Yeah.
The year before, it was like they had a two-pronged attack in Saka and Martinelli. They need him to actually step up this season. So, listen, 2 games now, back-to-back. He's got goal contributions. This one was a goal and an assist as well. And to be fair, credit to him. You got to give credit when it's due.
No,
So,
definitely, man. I think that with Arsenal we always know that in majority of the games they're going to win. It's about the bigger games and doing what they need to do. The
and to
City,
be fair, they've got a lot of the tough away games out of the way.
exactly.
They can go on an easy, go on a good run.
Yeah.
It's about now going on a good run, handling what he needs to do in the Champions League, but also trying to avoid injuries because having Odegaard out, yes, we're saying that Ethan can come in and do something, but if you get an injury to Saka, injury to Declan Rice with Moreno out and whatnot, you start thinking, oh, okay, well, light numbers. They only registered a squad of 22 players. I feel like Miles is probably going to play a lot this season because someone is going to pick up an injury. It's just kind of inevitable with the way football is. Can they trust more of their periphery young players to help them in their team? But we'll see, man. Arsenal. Got to speak in Liverpool as well. This is not your
Ain't they
weekly...
top?
Yeah, they're top.
No. This is now the weekly Grab and Birch segment, bro.